Hey traders, Raghee here. As many of you know, we're kicking off a 2-day open house in the futures room. So I'm looking forward to meeting some of you that may have been watching these free videos, lurking for a lot of days, months, years, and we're going to be opening up the room to everybody tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'm going to give you a little insight into one of the trades, one of 4 that we took today. I'll be doing the morning day trade. So if you've been wanting to learn how I day trade the S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, and Dow in the morning, I'll be walking through that whole process. We had shorts in the ES today, shorts in the YM, the NQ, as well as the RTY. Now, a lot of folks say, well, Rog, we really didn't do a whole heck of a lot today. You know, how did you eke out anything from this sideways chop? Well, I'm going to walk you through right now the trade in the NQ. So there are 3 different strategies that I use in the morning, and most of this is really designed to be used between 10 and about 11:30 Eastern. So this is really a 2-hour, 90-minute type approach. You can even whittle it down to about 10 to 11 o'clock. It's not something that needs to take up your entire morning, certainly not your whole day. So what we wait for is a breach, and I'll be talking about how that triggers our directional bias. And that means all I was looking for all day long were levels to short from. Okay, so once we get that breach to the downside, I know I want to be short. Then we wait for what we call a retreat, and that's what happened here. We look for this retreat entry, and that gives us our opportunity to take a lower risk short on a correction higher into a very specific zone that we've mechanized, and that's where you can either short the NQ mini, short the NQ micro, or buy long put, get long puts, the QQQ or the NQ. And then as we move down, we have a number of different levels that we look at for potential targets. You know, whether you're looking at 2 or 3, I believe we had 3 different targets today looking for downside follow through. So one of the things that's really important to emphasize is that if you don't have those proactive targets to the downside, and if you're not waiting for a little bit of a correction higher into that clearing range zone, it leaves you far fewer alternatives for taking profit. In other words, if this is the only short you had, sure, today the market followed through enough to give you different opportunities to grab and exit at a lower low. But think about this entry here, that zone, and all of a sudden, now you have a lot more opportunity. All the same opportunities that you had with the breach, but more opportunities and, quite frankly, more distance to profit, to target zones. So tomorrow between 9:20 and 11:15, I'll be walking you through these trades. And if you haven't yet gotten your invite, I'm going to give it to you right now. This is the 2019 Fall Futures Open House. You can sign up at simplertrading.com/house. All you need to do is give us your first name, email address, and we'll send out the link for Tuesday and Wednesday. So 2 days of open house, looking forward to it. And I'll be walking you through the day trades tomorrow, Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, I'll be taking the close, and we'll talk about some of the end of day trades that I like to take. So, and if you're futures trading, or if you're futures and ETF and stock trading, you're going to get something from understanding how currencies and commodities affect all markets. It's actually going to be a really great 2 days. I look forward to seeing you. And until then, I'll see you in the next update.